Y'all, I'm freaking out because I'm hoping they can fit back there. Look, pan to it, JP. So this is a lot. And y'all ain't even catch the part where it's been like, it is now, what, November 17th? It's been like 2 weeks. We have been waiting. We thought this was gonna be done like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Here we are. But it's that tree. And I forgot it was gonna go that high. He could do it. He can do it. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out, because now I'm nervous. With work like this, you need reliable folks. And throughout this whole process, I'll tell y'all later, there have been a lot of folks who have not been reliable. The person who was supposed to get these branches included. Thank God. Thank you. Okay. You see how the Lord just be working? Oh my God. Because this one's supposed to fit back here. It was not. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. Yeah. It's a house, y'all. A whole house in my backyard. I did that. I'm so excited. Ooh-wee! Ooh. Y'all. Dang. I could work with this. I can work with this, absolutely. So, the bed's up there. The bed, living area is up there, just to map it all out so that y'all can visualize it. So this structure already comes with lighting and electricity. There's a breaker box as well. My electricians are coming and they're going to connect it to the actual electric line. But for the most part, yeah, this is where we're at. Bathroom's kind of gonna be carved out right here where this window is. You're standing in the kitchen, JP. Counter space here, a little office right here, and then this is the living, you know, little couch gonna be like right here. Yeah. I think we solid. I think we are solid. We did that. I did that, but we all did that. This is exciting. I am relieved that this entire process, like this has been, it's November, this has been like 6 months. 6 months in the making, trying to get this done between finding contractors, permits, researching, and then actually getting this in the midst of 2020 and coronavirus. Like, I am elated, literally elated. And I'm so excited, like, for y'all to see this for real, like see the process, see it when it's finished, giving you the tour. Yeah, we just getting started, going up all 2021, because 2020 over with. We're done with 2020. Okay, there.
Your electric's over here on the left side of the porch.
So, very big update. We are behind schedule. We are over budget, and the initial contractors that I brought on to complete this project, I have fired and let go. So everything has changed. We're back, I would say, kind of at square one, but now the shed has damaged work that needs to be remediated and completed. So what happened with that, very long story short, I brought some people in here who told me that they knew what they were doing, and they had completely no fucking idea what they were doing. So they came in here, and as far as maybe plumbing and electric, even that was a little rocky, but that was their specialty. That was what they were supposed to do, and said that they could finish the interior. That was not necessarily the case. So at this point, we are starting over with new contractors, and I brought some new contractors in here to actually get the bathroom redone. So this is not the initial bathroom that you all have seen. If you saw kind of the framing of it, the initial tile, any of that, that had to be completely knocked down. The tile was not flushed. We'll insert some videos. The tile was not flushed. The floor was completely messed up. The pipes behind the walls, like if I took one shower in here, the house would have flooded. That's how bad it was. So we got some new folks in here. They redid everything from the shower tile, the behind the pipes, the sink, the floor, everything. So what we've inserted in here now are some subway tiles. So again, understanding that initially I had really pretty large tiles in here that I wanted, being that those were not flush, those were messed up, had a ton of grout over them. We couldn't use those, and now I can't necessarily do the same nice thing again because I'm still down on that money. So what we've done is put in subway tiles, added some dark gray grout just to make them pop a little more, and then it also brings the floor out because we got gray tiles with the white grout on the floor. So it's gonna be a real open feel. Put in a glass door here just so that we can make it open up even more because it is a smaller space. This shower is no more than maybe like, I'd say a 3 by 5 feet. So I'm gonna get in here, show y'all. So it's good enough. Good enough. One person, definitely not two, just one. But I think it'll work. They ended up framing out the window, and they even put this nice little soap thing here. So for me, it works. And then for the purposes of how I will be using it, because again, number one, just for me to live in, and then number two, for me to eventually begin renting out, it's good and it's fine. Honestly, I've seen smaller, so this is a lot of space. I didn't anticipate it would even be this much space between the toilet and the shower. So that was a win for me. But that's where we're at, and it's pretty much just been like, honestly, an entire lesson, the way that my parents put it, which helped me put it into perspective. This is just, you know, a costly lesson. You pay for lessons in life, typically all of the time, and this was just a very costly one. So I'm gonna bounce back from it. I will recover. That doesn't like help the hurt right now, but eventually I will recover and will be good. So more has gone wrong. It is now January 14th, 2021. We are still working on the tiny house. You all know we had an initial estimate or date that it was supposed to be finished right about like early mid-December. It is the middle of January now. I have had to fire the second contractors. You'll hear more about the nuances of working with the contractors and all of that in episode 3. A lot of the plumbing kind of had to be rerouted. It has just been a complete, honestly, overhaul of what we first had. So I'm really excited to show you where we're at right now. As an update to you all, I can put this on Airbnb. So initially, you know that I was going to stay in this house. This was going to be my tiny house. We were putting in a lot of initial like extra storage so that I can have my things here. The place that we're at now, and because I am down so much money from flipping contractors and then also from all of the work that the initial contractors did, having to get redone, paying for new materials, even the wood that you see back here is for the most part not recoverable, and wood costs a lot of money. So at this point, I'm down a lot of money, and I've now decided that in addition to the 2 houses that I have already on Airbnb that you all know about, I will also be putting this one on Airbnb as well. My goal within the first six months is to make at least $15,000 back on this here house. We'll see what we can do, but honestly, I think that it is very possible, and I will tell you why. This is what I was able to do amidst COVID, amidst a bunch of cancellations, and while doing all of this and still working my full-time job. So again, I did not hit my $50,000 official like goal that I wanted, which is unfortunate, but I'm still happy about it. So I want to show y'all what it is. $49,566 on Airbnb from renting out my property, and for the most part, most of the year, just having a cleaning team. I am down a lot of money, and I will show y'all that as well. I do want to show you the numbers because through all of this, I have been tracking everything. So at this point, initially, we had said that the cost was going to be around $25,000 or $26,000. that was the initial cost with just having the contractors, the first round of contractors that we had. Now that we have had to fire them, lost material costs, lost money that was owed, that was paid to them, we're still working on getting that back. We are now at about 36,000. We're down, or I'm down. I say we, I am down. About 36,000, a little over $36,000 at this point, and counting. Including the rework, including the purchasing of the shed, as well as including all of the work that's being done now. So that's my current number right now, and for the most part, it shouldn't change too much. We'll update you on the official number, but that's where we're at. And I'm not feeling too terrible about it, only because the $50,000 that I made and I just showed y'all really put into perspective that I can get this money back. This is like, it's a setback, but it's not like it's a setback for a comeback. So I'm able to bounce back from this. I'm gonna come back, and I'm excited because me and JP gonna get together and we gonna record the comeback and come back with y'all and give you another episode. But for the most part, I'm still excited about it. I'm in a better mood. I am no longer upset about all of the money that I've lost because I'm now starting to recover those costs. But we're about to get into what we're doing right now, which is the flooring, and showing y'all it's for the most part finished. We have our cabinets, which are being installed today, and then the paint is all done. So we're really, really close to being finished. So let's go see. Okay, so we are inside the tiny house. Updates on what we've gotten done because it looks a lot different than what y'all have previously seen. The walls were completely, excuse my language, fucked up. The original contractors that we had that were doing the sheetrock did not sand before they started painting. They didn't frame it out right, drywall, all kinds of stuff. It just was not good. If you're looking at it right now, like, you can really start to see the difference in just how everything looks down to the corners within the house. So that makes me really happy. The other things that they've gotten done, we added some extra outlets just so that in the kitchen area and all of that, we can access what we need to for the microwave, for the fridge, even right here, just near the countertop space and everything. We have all of the cabinets. Initially, you all know that my first contractors informed me that they could hand make my cabinets for a cheaper price. So I purchased all of that wood, tried to pay them. All of the BS happened that you were about to hear about in episode 3. And now I have all of that wood, unfinished cabinets with no doors. That is what I had, and I was out of a lot of money for that. So I'm excited. We just went to Home Depot, picked these shakers up, and that's it. That's all we getting. That's all you need. So we have the cabinets, most of the appliances are here, and then they were also able to add in the recessed lights. Initially, you all will know that we said that we were my first contractors were trying to put 4 recessed lights across the top going straight. That really wouldn't have, initially, now that I think about it, doesn't make any sense in the first place, since how the roof is, but then also just because of how the recessed lights have to sit. So we decided to move them to the sides of the panels and then do 2 across going down. We do plan on adding a ladder here, completely different than what we talked about from the initial contractors, but still, honestly, really, really dope. So I'm excited. I believe those are all of the updates that we have. We did the paint. We have this panel that's now finished here. This was supposed to be storage room. It's no longer storage room, but we now have decided to add a larger closet, an actual closet space in here. So this is dope, and like, once we get rolling and getting it finished, once I get this barn door stained, it's over with. It's over. Okay, so today we're staining the barn door. I figured this was a nice little DIY piece that I could do. So we're about to get into it. I'm just hoping that I don't mess this up, because that barn door costs a lot of money. It's gonna be a shade that's similar to what's on the floors. This is my very first time staining anything. It's my very first time doing anything constructive. So we're gonna see how it goes. JP's gonna walk me through it. For those that don't know, I turned 25 in 2 months. Nearly 2 months from today. I have been doing a ton of reflection. I am in shock of where I am, because this is like a milestone year for me. 25 is a milestone year. I am in absolute shock about where I am. If you would have told me, like if you would have described the 25-year-old woman staining a barn door in front of a tiny house in the back of her South Atlanta property, I wouldn't have believed you. this looks so good. I really like this color. And it's also the fact that, like, even when I say full circle, right, it's like everything. Me doing this right now, because I really did not have a lot of guidance on how to get this tiny house shit done at all. Like, I designed the whole thing. I chose everything. I made the measurements. Everything that y'all see in there, from where the counters are to where the bathroom are to how big the shower is, I chose all of that. Like, I mapped it out. I drew it out. So I've built so many skills in this since doing this, and it's just like, it's all coming full circle right now, because here I am, again, I always say that if I don't keep my word to anybody else, I'm gonna keep my word to myself. And I make shit happen for me. Absolutely. Every single time.